What's going on, Paisanos? V here. Come on, you guys. Well, with some updates. You know, it feels really good when your old archetypal decks get support. Yu-Gi-Oh is all about that. The game constantly finds ways while releasing new decks to support old existing archetypes and even making them really good. I mean, they've done this multiple times with multiple decks. This time is massive because it's about Shaddolls. Shaddolls is probably one of my favorite decks in the entire game. I do really well with Shaddolls, and it normally has a habit of doing this unique thing of teaching you. It's really weird to say now, but back when I played it, if you lost, you kind of went back on your place and realized where you lost, and it did that really well. It made me a better player, and I feel like it made a lot of players better players. Well, today we're getting new Shaddoll cards. We have 4 new Shaddoll cards, and they're all pretty good. Now, are they going to be good enough to be played in the current competitive meta? You let me know. Looking at though, we have Void Liberation. This card says you can only use the first and second effect of this card's name once each turn. Number 1, reveal Shaddoll card in your hand. Add 2 Shaddoll cards from your deck to your hand of different types. Monster, Spell, Trap. From the reveal cards and each other. Then discard 1 card. Number 2, you can banish a card in your graveyard. Add an Infernoid monster from your deck or graveyard to your hand. So this is obviously like one of those things where Konami's trying to grab 2 archetypes, throw them together. Sometimes it works. Most times it doesn't work. In this case, it's cool to see a way to cycle Shaddoll cards. I mean, it's nice. I don't really necessarily think Yu-Gi-Oh players ever had a problem with grabbing cards like Shaddoll Fusion or El Shaddoll Fusion. Once again, I think this is a great card. You know, the picture Shaddoll card. Reveal Shaddoll card. And then go ahead and add, like, maybe Shaddoll Fusion, which is great. I don't think you would really add a trap. It'll probably be just most Shaddoll Fusion, because that's your starter. But, once again, really nifty as well. And it's a regular spell, so of course you could thrust it, because why not? Alright. Then we have Rishaddoll Wendiculhu. Shaddoll monster plus a wind monster. You're going to use the first effect this card name once per turn. Quick effect. You can change any number of set monsters to face-up defense position. Then you can change other face-up monsters on the field to face-down defense position, up to the number of flip monsters you flip face-up. Number 2, if this card's on the graveyard, take a Shaddoll card in the graveyard, add to your hand. So the second effect is the generic. This card goes away, you get Shaddoll cards. Oh, Shaddoll card. The first one's pretty good. This card got 2800, but normally with wind monsters, it was normally really hard. But now with, let's be honest, more Charmies, it's a lot easier to use Rishaddoll Wendiculhu. It's weird his name. Hopefully it'll get changed, that part. But I don't know if it's going to be seeing out play. The meta will have to slow down a lot in order for this card to be good consistently. Don't get me wrong, you have this card on the board with a face-down monster. The minute you pull normal summons, you're going to stop that first play, and that's good. But is it good enough? With Dracotails running around, will it be good throughout? I don't know. Once again, I think by the time we get these new Shaddoll cards, we're going to have a new ban list, and that is going to determine the type of meta we're in. It's going to be more aggressive, more combo-centric, or more of a slower, controlling meta, which Shaddoll is just dominating. Up next, we have this card. This is the reason why I think Shaddoll is just going to be played in a competitive meta level. This one card right here. Tohushaddoll Grista. Level 7 Earth Rock Flip Effect Monster. This little effect says you can target 1 non-rock Shaddoll monster in your graveyard. Apply its effect that activate when it's face up. Really good right off the gate. That's a really good effect. The second effect, though, says if this card's sent to the graveyard by card effect, you can fusion summon 1 Shaddoll Fusion monster from your extra deck by banishing its materials from your hand, field, and or graveyard. You can special summon from the extra deck. You can special summon from the extra deck the turn you activate this effect, except Shaddoll monsters. This card is broken. I don't know what happened over at Konami. I understand you're like, V, wait a minute, you can only bring out Shaddoll monsters. Yeah, that's so broken. That's crazy that says that. The fact that this card says Shaddoll in its name also adds to that. Obviously, there's not a lot of good Shaddoll Earth monsters, but a lot of Shaddoll monsters normally say a Shaddoll monster plus some other stuff. An attribute normally, depending on the Shaddoll monster you want to bring out. So this will be the Shaddoll monster, and everything else is the extra attribute. Yeah, this is broken. This is crazy to me. I think this card's really good. It makes every Shaddoll monster in your deck basically 2 Shaddoll monsters in a weird way. So the minute you fusion summon a Shaddoll monster, you kind of gain value. Think of it this way: if you go like Eldar fusion with 2 monsters in the hand, if one of those 2 monsters is Tohushaddoll Grista, you basically turn that 1 Doll into 2 Dolls like that. Yes, you get rid of Dolls in your excuse me. You get rid of the Dolls in your graveyard, but it kind of just makes up for that Eldar fusion popping off, or the Shaddoll fusion popping off. So it gives you extra value. It's good for starting plays. I think this is good mid-game as well. I think this is going to be a very good card that has to be strategically used. Would it be a 3 of? I don't know. But I definitely think this is a good card for Shaddolls. I think it's a card that allows Shaddoll players to put as many Doll buys on board. Because let's be honest with you, Doll buys on board is always a problem. The opponent always is going to struggle. They're always going to ask you, I don't care what year we're in, what does that card do? Because that card's annoying. Oh, that card's annoying. And it's like, yeah, I know. That's because I'm trying to not die here. So I think this is a great card. Once again, the fact that this card also is Earth makes Shaddoll App Clone even better. Because App Clone has to be 2 different types. So really good like that. I think this is going to be a great card. I think this is a huge push for Dolls. And it allows you to play this new card, which is Earth, by the way. It says 1 Shaddoll monster plus 1 Dark monster plus 1 Earth monster. Shaddoll Meshahrail. Must be fusion summoned. Unaffected, which is pretty cool. Your opponent can't bring it up from the graveyard. Cool. Number 1. Unaffected by your opponent's activated spell trap effects and by activated effects from your opponent's monsters whose original level / rank is lower than this card's current level. The level's 10. So this card can support your opponent. Like, I'll activate, and you go, shut the fuck up. Like, that's crazy. Shaddolls, we need more on board, like a way to be more on board and land these, because if you bring out any Shaddoll monster, your opponent's gonna respond immediately to try to get rid of it, put it face down. This card just doesn't care. This card goes, nah, that ain't happening. The second effect: once per turn, you can pay 800 life points, add a Shaddoll card or void spell / trap from your deck to your hand. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can special summon 1 Shaddoll monster from your graveyard. So it has a little bit of a new take on it. So this card is I mean, to me, it's saying you can use it early on, you use it later on in the game state. Early on, obviously, you can bring it out, pay 800, add Shaddoll card, proc the other 2 Shaddoll cards in graveyard. Once again, really cool. And once again, when you bring it out mid-game, the minute you bring it out, you get Ash Shaddoll Fusion in your hand, and then it puts in a weird spot. Basically, you have Ash Blossom. No, cool. I'm gonna go Doll Fusion with Meshahrail in hand. Now we're gonna start playing the game. Now we're gonna start building the board, because the second Shaddoll's board gets built, it's really hard to break. And if you do break it, Dolls inherently just allow you to add more cards from the graveyard back to your hand, so you get this kind of recursion thing going over and over and over again. I really do like this card a lot. I think this is definitely something that's huge for Dolls. I definitely still think, and once again, comment down below, what do you think? I think Shaddolls still need more cards. I know we just got a ton of support. I want more. I don't care. I don't care at all. I want more support. I want Shaddolls to get way more cards. I want to draw a card when he fusion summon, but specifically Shaddoll cards, get wrecked Trickle Tail players. I want like a dominating field spell for Shaddolls. I think Shaddolls definitely need one. A better continuous spell for Shaddolls. More support to back up these great cards we just got. Because we got a lot of great cards, but we need cards to back them up. But biggest can't be choosers. I like these 4 cards. And when these cards do come out into the TCG, I'm going to be playing them. Let me know in the comments down below. What do you think? It's your boy V. And you guys also have a great day.